My phone says this trail should be running at 160 degrees. Let me show you how I check that in about 10 seconds. I hold my compass flat with both hands, point the direction of travel arrow straight down the trail. We turn the bezel until red Fred is in the shed. That's the red end of the needle is lined up inside the arrow of our housing. Now we can read the number next to the indicator line, 160. They match. My phone and the real world agree, so I'm confident I know where I am. Now, where did 160 degrees come from? That came from the map on my phone. Apps like CalTopo and Avenza will let you measure a bearing right on the map. And CalTopo even gives it to you as a magnetic bearing, so you don't have to do any declination math. I drew a bearing line down the section of trail I'm standing on, and it told me it was 160 degrees. So think about what just happened. My phone made a prediction. According to the map and my GPS position, this trail should run at 160 degrees. Then I went out and measured the actual ground with an independent tool, and they matched. That gives me confidence that my phone is giving me the correct location. And here's why that matters. Your phone is a great navigation tool. It shows you your exact position in real time, and most of the time, it's all you need. I use mine on every hike, but it has two weaknesses. The first one, everyone knows about. It can run out of battery. The second one is less obvious. Your phone needs a clear view of the sky to reach the satellites, but there are places where the connection degrades under heavy tree cover, in a ravine, up against a cliff. It will still show you a position, it just might not be accurate. Your compass doesn't need a battery or a signal, and it will point to magnetic north no matter what. It won't tell you where you are, only when you combine it with your map and your eyes will it help you do that, but it will tell you whether the direction you're actually facing matches the direction you're supposed to be facing. Now, if my compass had read 140 instead of 160, that's a problem worth stopping for. Either my position is off, or I'm not at the position I think I am along the trail, or maybe not on the right trail altogether. And I'd rather find that out now, standing here with plenty of daylight left, than go miles in the wrong direction. You can do a similar double check with the slope of the ground. Take a bearing along the direction the ground is sloping away. Say it drops off to the east. Now check your map. Does the terrain fall away to the east where your phone says you are? If yes, you've got another point of agreement. If not, something's wrong. And that's really the whole idea. We're looking for agreement between three things: what your phone says, what your compass says, and what the ground actually looks like. When they all line up, you can be confident you know where you are. When one of them doesn't, you've caught a problem early while it's still small and easy to fix. Keep an eye out for those conditions where your phone satellite connection could degrade, or anytime you're not 100% confident you're in the right spot, and do these double checks. This is about not relying solely on one tool. A prepared hiker builds in redundancy, so no single point of failure leaves them stuck. Phone, map, and compass all working together is a system. Practice these double checks on a trail you already know. Measure the bearing the trail is running on your app, then check it with your compass. This way, when you actually need it, you won't be learning it for the first time. If you're not comfortable taking a bearing yet, I've got a full video on using a compass linked below. And if you want to make sure the rest of your kit is ready before your next hike, my free 10 Essentials Audit and Guide are linked down there too, and I'll see you in the woods.